This is a video response to the video called Equal Money System Cult Scam Part 1, made by Ordo Templi Aurora. And what I'm gonna do in this video is the following. I'm gonna first give a perspective on the person who made this video, and then I'm gonna talk about one of his claims, or actually about his last paragraph of his video. I'm gonna talk about that, expand on the points along the way, so that everybody has a clear understanding of the purpose of that particular video and about what I stand for and what we as Destiny stand for. So everybody gets a clear perspective on what they are actually hearing, if they dare to hear. So let's get going. So I first wanted to give a perspective on Ordo Templi Aurora. Why is that? The reason why is because this person is on a Destiny crusade. Meaning that he is spending a lot of time on between quotes investigating Destiny members, participants, and the Destiny material, but somehow he managed to be able to twist that which we are actually saying. And he does this from a point of justice. So what that means is that he actually believes that what he is doing is right, is justified, and that he actually is seeing the truth. So to keep that in mind is to understand why it is that certain people say certain stuff, so you are able to handle such beings in your daily lives, and that you are able to direct the point efficiently for various reasons. For instance, self-directiveness, standing up, and support for you or the other person. So let's go to the last paragraph of this particular video. Here it goes. Destiny claim to stand as equality. They say that they are about self-expression, yet admit they are opposed to freedom of expression. They refuse to cooperate with other groups. They ban and block any opinions except their own, and refuse to engage in constructive discussions except amongst those who agree not to make any criticism. They denounce the work of charities as evil, yet their business operates just like a charity, complete with unpaid volunteers and requests for donations. They don't regard any kind of direct political action as valid, yet they say that they are against capitalism. The outlook is full of contradictions and rigidly authoritarian. I will take this just sentence by sentence and give a response to that. Destiny claim to stand as equality. They say that they are about self-expression, yet admit that they are opposed to freedom of expression. Response: yes, self-expression. Yes, freedom of expression is somewhat to be seen in context. There are at this moment expressions in this world which are unacceptable. There are in this world a lot of beings who act out of the idea of freedom of expression, yet they do not consider every part which they will be influencing, and thus they do not regard everything within their living. So from that point of view, I hope you can actually agree that we do not stand for that. Now to the other point of freedom of expression, which is the all famous freedom of expression as opinion. You know, yeah, that's my opinion, and in my honest opinion, you know, we are also against that. Why? Because what you actually are claiming already there in, yeah, but my opinion, you are saying that your opinion somehow is more valuable than another one's, though both are equally worthless, as you haven't considered every perspective. If you have considered every perspective on a particular point, it doesn't make it any more an opinion. It makes it that what it is. And of course, the most hard part of this to understand is one standing point, one starting point. That particular point of yourself which will influence you in your whole interpretation, your whole evaluation, in your whole reasoning process. I can go into psychological perspectives in this, but I won't do that because it's not necessary. If you are able to see that this whole world has been evolving around a part of survival, fighting, you must actually also consider that one starting point needs to be purified. But because we perceive ourselves to be evolving, because we perceive ourselves to become better through the years, we tend to believe that our starting point is as pure as it can get, which is just bullshit. And from this bullshit you will somehow, through all your evaluations, integrate that bullshit into other points, and though the points you may look at seem to be valid point of views, though it's still ingrained with bullshit, and therefore it's not pure, it's not all. It is a view of yourself ingrained with bullshit, and somehow your bullshit is more valuable than another one's bullshit. And therefore, because we know that most of the people here are talking bullshit, we want to perceive our own bullshit as more superior than other one's bullshit, which is quite fascinating if you really see that. So we do not stand for the freedom of opinion, we just stand for freedom as expression within self-honesty, self-honest expression. And thus, if you consider everything, you have to consider everything equally. And also that's your part, which is your self-responsibility that we are talking about, which is also this part of your purification point, a starting point, to actually make sure that what you are seeing and that what you are saying can stand the test of time, and thus consider everything equally, without you perceiving that your starting point is more superior to that of another. Which is quite a problem nowadays. For a lot of people, because why consider yourself to be impure as your starting point if what you are today is yourself as evolution, yourself as the better you here, created by yourself, your life experiences? How can that be something that is not of any value? I will continue on that point later on.